game of the season for one team. It is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the North Texas Mean Green and the ECU Pirates. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ball game. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Pirates headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. From the gun, it's Owens. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really nice play. Impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play right.
Man, that's not the start they needed. You're already the underdog. You've struggled this season going against a really good team. First drive, first possession, man, what do? You turn the football over. That's probably why they have a losing record.
Great place to start for this offense. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They'll ride him again. Brought down. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Terrell. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Pirates will try to convert on 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. On the ground, it's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. It's complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Powers inside. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
And the Pirates trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Terrell. Rushes on. Zings it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Abrams. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I mean, it's nice to see your QB come out and really establish himself and get in a rhythm early. He had a passing touchdown on the first drive already. Now putting another drive to...
That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Handoff to the single running back. Gets away from one. He's got space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Back to pass, it's Terrell. Going for it all. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Quick give. It's Phillips. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, gonna throw it. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. On the move, it's Owens. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here comes the heat. And he avoids the sack.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
North Texas to the line with 1.5 miles to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to let it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no harm.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the... There he goes to the right. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, East Carolina.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down...
There he goes. At the 30, the 20, the 10, to the house. Touchdown, North Texas. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Handoff to the lone back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's talk big picture East Carolina. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range and people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today is about as big as it gets.
Push is ahead. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
To the air, it's Terrell. Quickly complete. Breaks a tackle, and he smashes his way through again. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pirates.
You know, oftentimes times in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. North Texas will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Drops back. It's Terrell. Still looking to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Turning it on. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw one first. Fires deep toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball.
Snags it, and there's running. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, ECU. A great catch and run for 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Owens. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Keep it on the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Snapped on 4th down. Escapes the sack. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Start this drive at their own 48. They'll try the right side. Breaks into the open at the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and long coming up. Moving the pocket, it's Carroll. Stepping to the right. Got his man. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He'll pull it on the read. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Touchdown, Purple Pirates! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Tells to run, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 4 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Bulldogs with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. Make it now 6 straight victories for this team in what's turning into a very notable season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Pass to 6. He's loose. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Pirates. Roll his way into the end zone. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Looking down the middle. In traffic, it's Clemens. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. North Texas, after that big play through the air, back to work. Drops back on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. The Pirates have pushed it inside the 20. Scanning the field, it's Terrell. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Crosses the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. North Texas in the hurry up. 2nd down to the air. He wants to go deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target, and as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his target. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Look out! On the move and looking. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
Under pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, ECU. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Hey, Kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Hits inside. It's Owens. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Shakes off the defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. On the stop. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Out wide left, it's Phillips. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Phillips. Breaks the tackle. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Churns into the pile. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Pirates looking to convert on 4th down. Needs it.